Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Donald Bevins for WPRG TV5, Eastern Kentucky, and Southern West Virginia's very own, your local hometown television, WPRG, Intermountain Cable, Channel 5. Here in the town of Jenkins, Kentucky, for the Jenkins Days Festival 2006. I'd like to introduce you now to a man who is very, very familiar to all of the local viewing audience there throughout Jenkins and throughout Letcher County, Kentucky. And for all of you folks in Magoffin County, Kentucky, over in Mingo County, West Virginia, Pike and Floyd County, Kentucky, I'd like to introduce you to Rick Hall. Rick Hall, who has virtually been the face of Jenkins Days 2006, here for 3 days ever since Thursday.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of filming for you guys. We started out Thursday night. Great night. Had some great talent. It was headlined that night by a band called Aftershock. Hopefully you'll get to see some of them. Great cover band, one of the hardest working bands here in southeastern Kentucky. And I can't go on any further without mentioning WECL. When I was a young boy, all my friends here in the Jenkins area, Neon area, oh man, it was the only rock station you could listen to. And I listened to you. I never in 1,000 years thought I would ever be interviewed by you or get to see you. This is really an honor.
So WECL 103.1 FM, Super Rock 103, WECL, Elkhorn City, Kentucky.
Long time ago, we loved it, man. We loved
glory
it.
Glory days. God bless you, Rick. Were you going to Jenkins High School at that time?
I was at Jenkins High School. It was, some formative years for me. So some of the things I've done, I have had to blame on you.
Blame it on me or blame it on rock and roll, huh?
I guess. But getting back to Jenkins Days, 2000, it's been fantastic. Just to let you know, time-wise, this is Saturday evening. This is before Mel McDaniels comes on. Last night, Friday night, East Kentucky time. A super bluegrass band, another hard-working band here in southeastern Kentucky, really put on a fabulous show. They even did Bob Seger's old-time rock and roll bluegrass, so yeah, they really put on a good show.
Oh, rocking with Bob Seger, old-time rock and roll bluegrass.
You got
That's
it, man.
That's the picking on the grass, bluegrass. So it's been bluegrass, country, rock and roll. It's all been here at the Jenkins Days Festival 2006.
Yeah, Kevin Flint and Ernestine Flint, they're the guys that put this on. It's a mother and a son team. A lot of other people important, but they really do the most of the work, all the booking of the band, the scheduling, and they've done another great job. One thing that I want you to know is Dr. Don wanted you to be able to see the lake behind us. I don't know if you can or not, but we are at the Jenkins Lake.
Not quite 7 o'clock here on Saturday night, right. The 26th of August, 2006, and this is the Jenkins Lake, and the town of Jenkins is just down below the lake.
Yeah, you've got Lakeside Drive here. It's very beautiful to wake up and look out your window and see all this beautiful body of water.
We'll have Greg Goff. Would you like pan down the Lake Drive right here? That's the name of the road right here. Then
yeah,
we'll
Lakeside Drive.
Lakeside Drive. Okay.
And this lake was a man-built lake. It was built back in 1911. The city of Jenkins is a mining town. It was bought, all the mineral rights, all the land was bought by Consolidated Coal back in 1911. And this is when the town started. It was fabulous. It was beautiful. They have got pictures of this town before the very first tree was cut, before this dam was ever here, and then they've got the evolving pictures. We're also across from the I guess it would be the foreman's house. David Zagier lived there for many years. He was the head man with Consol and later with Bethlehem Steel, and a lot of big decisions were made there. A lot of high-powered people have stayed there. It's just a beautiful part and a great heritage of Jenkins in Letcher County. And simply put, if you just bounce right over the top of this hill right here, you're in Pound, Virginia. It's called Pine Mountain. Matter of fact, Dr. Don's going to go up a little bit later, I think, and going to videotape a Confederate War memorial that is just absolutely outstanding. I mean, it's really, they just had to just blast through this mountain to get a road through it. And some of the structures up there, they've had geologists come from all over the nation to look at the stratosphere and how the earth developed back here. It's really just a time capsule just opened up. Another thing, I don't know if he's got a shot of any little paddle boats here, but it's a big thing in Jenkins, these paddle boats over here, Dr. Don, I'm telling you. They've not been ridden in over a decade. There's been a lot of, I guess, insurance problems and whatnot. But we have, the fire department has opened them up this year. You can see some people enjoying them right there. Also, even out through yonder, there's some folks paddling away.
So these paddle boats, Rick, aren't just here. These paddle boats aren't here just for the town festival. They're here all summer long. Is that right?
No, that's the big thing about this, Dr. Don.
They're for the festival then, right?
This is the first time that they have been in use, period, in like 10 years. So people are just so thrilled to be able to get out here and get on their lake and enjoy the beautiful sights.
Are these what's this vegetation we're looking at right here on the lake, Rick?
These are lily pads. Some people think they're the prettiest thing on the lake, and some people think they're the ugliest. So the opinions vary. I myself, I think the lily pads are all right. It just adds a little bit of texture to the scenery. But anyway, Dr. Donna, you guys, you're all new to the Channel 13 area over here in the Jenkins, Pound, Virginia.
So it's WPRG Television TV5 out of our studios at Harold, but in Jenkins and throughout Letcher County, it's on the cable Channel 13.
Exactly, and so people are from Channel 13 has been their local station, and they're very happy to see some Kentucky folk come in here and take over. And I know you guys are just getting started, and listen, he's told me some big plans for this area, things that they're going to try to cover, and they're really excited. So just bear with them. You're going to get to see a lot of local programming for the Jenkins, Neon, Pound, Letcher County area coming up real soon.
And everybody, we're talking with Rick Hall. Rick Hall has been the local face doing all of the filming over here for Jenkins and Letcher County on the local cable access television channel here on Channel 13. Did you say the dam was built?
1911.
1911.
1911.
And you can come here and see this very dam. It's this very same structure at that time.
Yeah.
And you can come up here and enjoy this beautiful lake.
A lot of
any
people,
time of the year, not just during Jenkins town days.
People come here and fish all the time. They've got nice little swings and benches and stuff here on the side. It's little play areas for children. It's a really nice place to come and just sit and enjoy some beautiful scenery.
Is this the Highway 23? Is that the cut through that goes up to the Jenkins Pound Gap at the top of Pine Mountain there?
That is the cut through right there. It is amazing. When you get up there, it is just fascinating to see.
The geological strata in there, I bet you that universities from all over the world bring their students in here to study the geography there and the strata and the rocks.
Yeah, there's even talk of eventually building a facility in the old Jenkins High School that does nothing but studies this stratus up here. Okay. It's really that fascinating.
All right. For all of our television viewers throughout the area in Kentucky, Virginia, and over in Mingo County, West Virginia, that may have not have come to Jenkins, they should come to the obviously here and see the Jenkins Lake. They should definitely go up and go through the cut through the mountain there, the Jenkins Pound Gap. And what else do they need to look at when they come to Jenkins, just as a tourist? Or say, I want to go to Jenkins for a day. I've got a tank of gas. Where can I go? Where can I go and spend a whole day and discover something new on one tank of gas? And they come to Jenkins, Kentucky. What should they look for?
Hang a right when you get down into the city of Jenkins, Kentucky. Go about 2 miles down to Burdine, Kentucky. There is a little store there that opened in the 1940s called Whitaker's. The gentleman that opened that store is still running it today. You can find vinyl still in the plastic of records that you never thought you would see again. Antiques, guitars, just it's amazing. And the gentleman will sit there and talk with you as long as you want to talk about good old music.
Rick Hall, I'm about to blow your mind, my friend.
Do you know this man?
Whitaker's Music. It's
yes.
Probably the only music store in the entire universe that you can go and buy the song by the Steppin' Stones. I'm telling you, Pike County Judge Executive Darrell Mullins, the second judge, Martin Sloan from Robinson Creek, Scotty Fleming from Robinson Creek, Freddie Gilpin from Robinson Creek.
My goodness. Oh, my goodness.
And Tommy Hall from over on Coon Creek.
And who else?
And Dr. Don, that's me, from Upper Cloy, as the Steppin' Stones. We recorded a record at Baggard Studios in Big Stone Gap, Virginia.
And he's still there.
That's all played on the radio, and he's still there.
Yeah.
And down there at Whitaker's, I bet you that 45 RPM record on the Moss, MOSS, Music of the Steppin' Stones label is that Whitaker's Music. Bet you anything.
Well, I'll guarantee you this, too. If he was to take and put his inventory on eBay, the man would be so wealthy. But he won't do it. He wants you to come down and talk to him.
Anything from the 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s that's in the world of music, he's got it down there, and he's got it on the vinyl at Whitaker's Music in Burdine,
Kentucky.
And the Steppin' Stones, who played it the Pink Room in Hayside, Virginia, Wolf Fuller's Country Club in Hayside, Virginia, the Poverty Club in Pound, and the Jenkins, Dorton, and Virgie High School proms.
Oh, my gosh.
The Stepping Stones.
Well, there is no Dorton and Virgie High School now. And there's no Fleming Neon High School now, no Whitesburg High School now. A lot of them have been swallowed up.
But all of the Stepping Stones are alive and kicking,
and
they're going to reunite.
I'm going to go down there and get that. I'm going to check you guys out.
The Stepping Stones. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, Whitaker's Music, Bird Eye, Kentucky. Definitely go by there.
Definitely go by there. Now, I've mentioned several times that
it's like going to the Sun Records studio if you go to Memphis, Tennessee. You got to see Sun Records in Memphis, Tennessee on Union Avenue. You got to go to Bird Eye, Kentucky, and check out Whitaker's Music.
Put you some shades on when you walk in.
Please do so.
Dave's Gear Coal Museum up here. It's a super facility.
That's near Hardee's, I bet you.
Yes.
Right, near the Hardee's.
Near the Hardee's.
In Jenkins.
Also by the public library. They've got a beautiful new public library here in Jenkins. But
I was there the year that opened up, and I came up and filmed it and showed it on WPRG television.
Well,
and I need to get a copy of that down there in that coal museum. But the day the opening ceremony was held, and we toured, and I think with the mayor, Schubert,
Mayor
Pug Schubert. I interviewed him that day, and he and I are the ones on the camera doing that. And if I can find that film, we'll break that out and show that when we show the Jenkins Festival Days.
Folks over here haven't seen it. They would love to see that. Break it out.
Yeah, because that was before you started filming for the local cable channel 13 here.
We didn't have anything going on at that time here.
But the coal museum is there. It's on the main drag, the main street in Jenkins, Kentucky.
I'll show you the mechanization of the coal mines, how we went from the pick and shovel and the mule to what we have today. Also has some nice stuff on trains. A lot of people like
the railroad.
Yeah, the railroads. And but anyway, that's a couple places you can go and check out. The people here are real friendly, real nice. Come by and see us anytime.
And on top of the mountain at Jenkins Pound Gap on Highway 23, and we can see the gap from right here at the Jenkins Town Lake. What's up there at the top of the mountain?
There is a wonderful Confederate, I don't know exactly, I guess a tribute would be the best way to put it. You just have to see it to believe it. There's a spectacular view from the location it's at. It's right before you get to the top of the Pound Jenkins Mountain. Look on your left for the flags. There will be a little road. You just follow it up about 50 yards. And they have really done a lot of work, and they're going to do a lot more work up there. In the parade that you guys will be showing, they had some the guys dressed up as Confederate soldiers firing their guns and this and that.
I think Mr. Chaltis.
Yes.
And his group with the Sons of the Confederacy.
Hunky Hall was out there. I don't know if you know Hunky or not. He's a legend in his own mind. He's a good guy. But one of the things that's important up there, I'm not going to tell you who it is, but there was a battle that was fought up there, and one of the generals went on to become President of the United States.
Oh, yes, and I know. Well, I'll just go ahead and say it. The markers of the downtown Pikeville City Park, James A. Garfield.
You got it.
James A. Garfield. Union General, commissioned a brigadier general in Pikeville, Kentucky, and actually fought right here at this gap because it was a high ground. They could pull the cannon up there and shoot the opposing army that was in the low-lying area.
Yeah, there's been a very strategic area in the, especially the Confederate War, and there were other wars before that we don't even know about. It's a fascinating area up there.
It is indeed, and settlers used to come right through that Jenkins Pound Gap right there. There was Cumberland Gap. Right, where Kentucky, Virginia, Tennessee, settlers on the westward movement, they would come through Cumberland Gap. And now this was a major area to go from north to south was through this Jenkins Pound Gap during the American Civil War. But that mountain right there made it kind of difficult to whoever controlled the high ground. That was it. Anyway, that's the history of Jenkins, Kentucky, a coal town. This lake was built in 1911, if I remember what Mr. Rick Hall said.
You're right on the money.
See, no short-term memory loss there at all. But WECL, Elkhorn City, Kentucky. Glory days.
Loved it. Oh my goodness. We'd listen to it and listen to it and listen to it. Loved it. Miss it. I really do.
Oh, don't we all? Yes. I've got to be the disc jockey who played more AC/DC than any DJ on the planet.
And you were one of the last DJs, as the Tom Petty album says. You really were. There's not really any DJs left anymore.
Well. Back to the television.
Okay.
It's Jenkins Town Festival Days 2006. Information on the internet at www.jenkinsdays.com. Days.com. All right. And who was the who are some of the people? We mentioned when we first started filming here some of the main people involved. But what was the main lady that you said before?
Ernestine Flint.
Okay, tell us about
Ernestine is just she's a pillar of the community. She's on the Jenkins Festival Committee, and I really don't think this could happen without her. She wears so many hats, does so many different things. I don't have enough time to tell you what all she does. They have to start start booking these bands like in January and February for August. Just when the festival goes over, their work is just starting all over again.
Right.
This is the easiest part, is when it finally comes together.
When it all comes together, and you have it for 3 days on a Thursday, a Friday, and a Saturday.
Just a glorious time.
Right, and here it is Saturday night, and I notice you're wearing your Jenkins Days 2006 blue jean Saturday night. It's got the boots and a cowboy hat and a horseshoe, and I bet you that's from the song called Baby's Got Her Blue Jeans On.
You're right on it, man. That's the theme for tonight, and we can't wait for Mel to sing that song and a lot of his other hits for us.
Mr. Mel McDaniel.
And he is in the house. He's already done his sound check today, and it really went off real well. Everything was clicking.
All righty. We're talking with Rick Hall of H&H Waterworks at Robinson Creek, Kentucky, and the new business that takes care of your water if you're having water problems, such as hard water, water's too hard, it's too soft, it's got too much sulfur, it's got too much iron, or maybe you just don't like chlorine in city water. By all means, go by and see Rick Hall at Robinson Creek, Kentucky, there at H&H Water and Waterworks it is. Okay, now you've been filming over here for 3 days since Thursday. I bet you've got in all, I don't know if we're going to get to show all of this, but I understand you told me you've already done something like 15 hours of filming. What all have you filmed, Rick, since Thursday?
One of the more interesting things we filmed was the local talent contest. That is always something that's really exciting.
Well, we got to make sure that we do the local talent contest.
Got a phone call here, Dr. Don.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Beam me up, Scotty.
That's the, look here, this is the old, pop that out and just do it just like James T. Kirk would do it. Huh? That's the
Beam me up, Scotty.
That's the communicator.
That's it.
That's the Star Trek communicator right there, the flip phone of today. But anyway, you started filming on Thursday. You filmed up through Friday. Of course, you did the parade at 12 o'clock noon today. And I'm going to take over and film the Southern Rock Band here. I think Angela Tackett's coming up, and of course Mel McDaniel is coming up. And
don't forget Jesse Hutchinson. You'll be getting some of him tonight. Very, very good, talented singer from Pound, Virginia.
Okay, local boy from Pound.
One thing I do like about this station is way back in about 1984, I drove a Kern's bread truck, and I went through 3 states on my route, and one of my big stops was Mate 1, Virginia. So, hey, folks, that was me on the Kern's bread truck.
You drove a Kern's bread truck. Oh, that is worth the television right here.
There you go.
The Kern's bread truck.
Long time ago.
Well, the Stepping Stones drove a shirtless laundry truck over the Break Center State Park Mountain and went to the Pink Room in Hayside, Virginia.
You were happy to do it.
Oh, gosh. Sometimes we'd have to push it halfway there in the snow, but we love to do it. Never will forget those days with Judge Darrell Mullins and Martin Sloan and Scotty and Tommy and... Yeah, we had a really great time. Tookie Fields, by the way. Tookie Stepping Stones, yeah. Well, great music here tonight. A lot of local music, and you say you did the talent show that featured a lot of the local talent. That was certainly a highlight. Well, tell us about the parade. We're gonna watch the parade, the Jenkins Town Festival Parade 2006. Tell us a little bit about the parade, Rick.
Well, of course, all your parades you do want to show off your fire engines, your ambulances, your police cars. Had a lot of that. The Shrine Club is always there doing what they do, throwing out the candy. They had a lot of winners from the beauty contest. The Jenkins Days beauty contest was there. They also had a lot of winners there from, they have a dress-up night for the elementary school kids. Dolly Parton was a winner. You'll enjoy that.
I was talking to some folks down there and they told me Tina Turner won too. Huh?
Don't know about Tina winning.
Oh.
She might have. Yeah, strike. She was in the talent contest. She sang. Yes, she did win.
And did Tina Turner and said that little girl was fabulous.
She was spectacular. You got to check that out.
I'll watch that. I'll watch that. We roll.
She's got the hair slinging, shaking. Oh, it was really something else to behold.
Rolling on the river. Oh yeah. People love to showcase their talent, and by filming this, what you have done, Rick, and Rick Hall filmed that talent, and the parade gives folks a chance to say, hey, there you are on television, Mommy. Hey, baby, there you are on TV, huh? And it's their family, and that's what's great about the local cable TV is it's local oriented, and we can give you what the folks in Johnson City or Huntington can't give you.
Or HBO, or Cinemax.
And you don't get it on satellite.
No, this is not on satellite. You have to have cable.
It has to come from people like Rick Hall filming, and yours truly, Dr. Don filming. And our buddy Greg Goff over there running the film over here today. He's just been great. Well, what do we got tonight? We got Mel McDaniel. Who else we got coming up here shortly?
Well, we mentioned Jesse Hutchinson. Again, I can't say enough about him. He is really one heck of a singer. I don't have the full itinerary in front of me. I know I gave it to you, but There's probably just 4 or 5 bands left for you to get. I've covered the rest, man.
And of course, I bet there were politicians down there in that parade today. I know when we do Pike County Hillbilly Days Festival, and every politician in the world is always, because it gives the politicians a chance to meet and greet and flesh the press and shake hands. But, you know, you see advertising on radio and you see advertising on television, but these guys that are running for public office, and it's so important to the votes that we do cast that we can get to look them in the eye and talk to them one-on-one. And this is a wonderful opportunity that for them and for the voters, too.
Well, you get, desynthesized to a commercial, but when it's an interview that you see only that one time, you really get to see another side of the politician.
Yeah. And here you can come and chow down on catfish or...
Oh, gosh, the food's fabulous, man.
Food and talk with all those folks, too, as well.
Yeah.
We'll say a little bit about the food booths and the carnival rides, because folks who didn't make it over here this year to the 2006 Jenkins Days Festival, they will come back in 2007. Tell us about the carnival rides. I'm sure next year you probably have the same carnival rides you have this year, or maybe even better.
It's Casey's. That's the company that comes down. He's taken care of us for the last 3 or 4 years. They've got the big rides. They've got the Rocco planes, the big boat that swings, the scrambler, and I got the wristband yesterday, and I rode everything as many times as I could till I about got sick. I got in trouble. I was with a little girl. It was my girlfriend's grandbaby, and I was taking her on these rides, and I thought everything was cool, but the last ride, she couldn't take it. I had her on too big a ride, and she got a little sick, so I was in a little bit of trouble. But anyway, the rides are great. They have them on the opposite end of Jenkins Days down near the football field. They're separated from the music, so there's absolutely no conflict. They also have kiddie rides right where the music is at, off to the side, so you can take the little tiny kids. Got all kinds of stuff.
So up here on this side of the lake right here, we got folks hollering at us. Dr. Don and Rick, hi there. I guess it's we're television celebrities, right? But up here on this end of the lake above the paddle boats is where you have the rides. The big rides. The big rides for the scramblers, for the adolescents and those older, and the kiddie rides are located down next to the music at the in that end of the park, and down there where all the food booths are.
And they got you can climb the rock, the whole 9 yards. It's all happening right here in Jenkins. Be sure 2007, 3rd week in August, to come down and check us out.
3rd week in August, 2007. You missed it this year. By all means, come next year. Come for the carnival rides. Come for the wonderful food. Come to visit. Come and meet your local politicians, the people you're going to vote for or not vote for. And, of course, by all means, come for all of the free music. Now, where could you see a free concert like Mel McDaniel? You went into any concert hall or nightclub, you'd have to pay big money to see Mel McDaniel, and you could do it for free. And it's 3 days and 3 nights of free music right here in the town of Jenkins, Kentucky, in the heart of Letcher County, right beside of this beautiful Jenkinstown Lake.
Yes. We really do appreciate all the sponsors that we have for this, Dr. Don. If it wasn't for people like Coca-Cola, Tico, there would be no Jenkins Days as we know it. People would have to shell out the bucks, as you just mentioned. It's absolutely is 100% free, all the entertainment.
And it's in August, and it's again next year, 2007.
3rd week.
And will continue to be.
Okay.
It's U.S. Highway 23, right at the Kentucky-Virginia state line. A lot to see and a lot to do, and you can certainly have a whole lot of fun, so make it a family affair and bring everybody to Jenkins, Kentucky next year in 2007.
We sure
Rick
appreciate
Hall,
you.
my good friend, it's been a pleasure meeting you, and you and I are going to be working closely in this Jenkins and Letcher County area. We're going to see you a lot more on this TV.
I think so.
All right.
All righty, thanks.
Dr. Don, right now we're going to head down to the main stage, check out the concert and the music. That's all coming up right here on WPRG Intermountain Cable TV.